MC with Tech, back with another video. This time rocking Naruto on the shirt with the Naruto watch face. This video is about the Van Top Nimble M3 phone gimbal. A device you can use putting your phone into it and shooting videos and getting great footage. So we're going to take a dive into the video about the Van Top Nimble M3. Let's go. This is the Van Top Nimble M3 phone gimbal. I bought this last year on my birthday around this time, and I've had it for a year. I have not really played with it or used it. So this weekend, on my birthday weekend, was the first time I've actually took the gimbal out, used it, and got some footage off of it. So I wanted to do a video about it. This is not an unboxing of any type. I've had it for a year, but I've never did a video on it, and I've never really have used it at all. So this is my opportunity to show you the Van Top Nimble M3. So now let's take a look at the case. When I bought the gimbal, I did like the presentation that Van Top has given. The gimbal comes in a nice hard case, as you can see with the logo on top, and it gives a nice presentation. I mean, I didn't pay that much money for it, about $60, $65, so I didn't think it would be a nice gimbal, but it actually turned out to be very nice. It's sturdy, it's solid, and these are the things you get inside the gimbal. You get that and the tripod, the gimbal and the tripod to connect to it, for you can put it on a stand and hold it up and have it work and be vertical to you and horizontal. Because what you can do is you can have this in landscape mode, and you can have it in an upright mode for like Instagram, YouTube videos. And so the gimbal was more than what I thought it would be, and so I'm very happy with it. And it's sad that I didn't play with it or take it out really and use it for pretty much a year. I bought it for my birthday last year, like I said, and this is my first time diving into it and using it. So with that being said, inside the box you're going to get the gimbal, the tripod, you're going to get the manual on how to work the gimbal, and as promotion codes on the back. I never used it, so it is what it is. And then you're going to have the warranty that comes with the gimbal, and you're going to have a magnet, and this magnet you place on the gimbal if the phone that you put in is a little heavier and it's a little off balance. You're going to use the magnet to balance it. So now let's take a dive into the app. Yes, the gimbal has an app, and inside the app you can control the gimbal, and it has a lot of features, and which surprised me. Being a not a low end, but being an entry type level gimbal, it surprised me. So we're going to dive back in, and this is how the app will look. You dive into it, and you're going to see a little dot. This is going to be a pointer, and I'm going to be pointing at everything. And this is what you're going to do as you go into the gimbal. You can go into the settings. So the first thing you have is object tracking and face tracking. Both of them work pretty good. They work well. And so I'm going to dive into the tracking, and there's a little bit of a difference as I dive into it, but I'll show you in a later part of this video. But this object tracking and facial tracking. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to dive into the camera, and you're going to have video resolutions. So you can go to the video resolution. Now on the front facing, on the back aspect of the camera, you're going to have 4K, 1080p, and 720. On the front facing, all you're going to have is 1080p and 720. So I didn't go over that in the video, but I'm letting you know that now. So you have beauty mode, and you can toggle that on and off. And on the beauty mode, you have your normal setting, you have your darken, and you have your brighten. So as I click through it, you'll see I'm going to click onto it, and you're going to have the on to turn it on. And so we're going to turn this on and go over, like I said, the normal, darken, and brighten modes of the gimbal. And which, like I said, another thing that kind of like surprised me is that, you know, all the features that this gimbal has and that you can use inside of the gimbal. And you can see as you go through the modes how it lightens up, darkens, and man, it is a nice gimbal. And like I said, it'll get you through what you want to do. So we're going to toggle that back off, go back out, and we're going to continue to go down. You got filters. So you have original, you have the ratio, you have the calm, You have sketch, emerald, fairy, gray, and then you have sweets. Now, some of these features, I like this last feature, but some of these features you might not use, but they're there. And that's what I think what makes this unique. They're there. So now let's go into the white balance of the camera settings. So you have auto, you have incandescent, you have fluorescent, then you have a sunny, then you have cloudy, you have shade, and you have dust. And these are some of the shooting points of getting light into the camera that you can shoot that's actually inside this app that helps you balance things out. And so this is why I'm telling you that this is a little bit uniquer than what I thought it would be. So we're going to leave that on auto. So we're going to go into the flash. And it has where you have a built-in flash on it. So you have the flash off is what I'm normally using. You can turn the flash on. You can have the auto flash, or as you can see, you can have a solid flash. And as you look into the video, you saw how it got brightened. So we're going to turn that off and go back into off setting. And so, like I said, these are great features inside the gimbal. And now you're going to have the grids. So you have no grids, which is what I'm shooting the video in, and no grids, but you can turn the grids on as you see the lines pop on. So then you have grids, and then you have grids diagonal. And these give you different settings for how you shoot your videos and your photos, and you can get your images just right. And so then you have center point. And so as center point, you can see it, you tap it, it brightens up, gives you a great presentation of where it's going to be, and you get the proper lighting. So, like I said, great features inside the app, and that's what makes this gimbal very nice for the price. And I'm pretty sure on a higher level gimbal, you're going to get even more features. But for what I pay for this, I'm getting more than what I needed. So here you have the aspect ratio. You have it at 4 to 3 ratio, and then you have 16 to 9 ratio on the gimbal. Like I said, great for shooting YouTube and for shooting Instagram or Facebook. So now we're going to go into, we got storage path. So on the storage path, you're going to get what storage is. You have internal, or you have a memory card, which is external. So you have the internal and you have external, where you can have it on the memory card and you can save all your footage on those levels, you know what I'm saying, on the device, or you can have it stored onto your memory card. So then you have video stabilization. You can toggle that on. You have mirror, and then you have the version that is on. And a lot of times they're giving updates on these gimbals, which allowing you to update it. So it's like I said, it's a great gimbal for the price, and I'm not going to make it or sugarcoat it. I do like it. So then you have your scene, you have your walk, you have sport, and then you have extreme. And these are going to help you with stabilization of the gimbal. So you'll be able to stabilize your gimbal with whatever feature you want. Walk, sport, or extreme. So then you have pan and tilt on the gimbal. And then you have this pan mode, which, you know, you pan and follow, and you can pan and you can follow, and the gimbal moves very smoothly to me. Now, in this video, I didn't go over a lot of video footage because I didn't want to make the video too long, but these are the features that, like I said, that you can do. So you have the hand wheel, and the hand wheel is on the gimbal, and it has a reverse, it has tilt and pan. And as you can see, as I'm going through them, you have sensitivity. So you can have your sensitivity on the slow or fast. And the fast is not fast. I mean, it'd be nice if it followed you at fast or whatever not when you do the auto tracking or the facial tracking or the object tracking. It just doesn't do that. So then you have scenes, and so you have the joystick. And like I said, on the gimbal, you'll have a joystick. And I went over that before, but you can toggle all this on, and you can up and down, left and right, and then you can sensitivity. You can actually make it just a little bit faster or slow. So I keep it on slow or basic, and then you can make it fast. I wish it was fast where it can follow very high fast motions, but it just doesn't do that. And so with that being said, you know, we're gonna go pan back out of it. You have the joystick, and you can turn that joystick on. You can do the left to right reverse. You can pan that on and off. You can do the reverse up and down. Like I said, these are some of the same features, you know, that you can do inside a lot of gimbals, but at this price rate, it's great. So you have the panoramic image quality. So you got low, mid, and high. You know, I keep it at mid, you know, for it to be where it's at. Then you have gimbal calibration. So I didn't calibrate the gimbal because it's self-calibrating. So I don't want to mess with the features. So I'm not going to show you that, but you can turn them up and down to however setting you want to. You read the manual and you can go from there. And this is the gimbal version 9.7. So next we're going to go into a little bit of more. And that was the gimbal calibration with more. So then we're going to photos. So you can view your photos that you've taken off the gimbal. And these will also be in your regular gallery, photo gallery. But you have all, you have video, and then you have the photos. So it has each section sectioned off. So, you know, you'll be able to get everything you want from the gimbal. And this is all inside the app. So also you can turn the camera and go into selfie mode. So as you can take a look at me, this is me taking a video and going to selfie mode. So then you also have the trigger for taking a picture. So I just took a picture, as you can see. And then you have the camera. In the camera you have single, you have panel, and then you have that's panoramic. Then you have long exposure. And then you can set the settings to set and take a picture at 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and 10 seconds. And then you can do a 360 with it, and you can turn on your grids. So this is a great gimbal for the price. So now we're going to clip and we're going to take a look back, and we're going to go here, and we're going to go to video in a second. But I just want to let you know what all you can do with the long exposures, you know, ghosting. You can go into it, and if I want to do, I think you can do time lapse a little bit on this, and you can do light trails. And so, like I said, it is something different with this gimbal, you know. And so, like I said, this is just the camera settings, but we're going to go into video, and I think in video it covers a lot what you can do inside the video. So here go video. You have auto, which I keep it on. And then you have Hitchcock, and you can go into it and you can adjust the settings on what you want to get the perfect video for you. And like I said, this is a lot of panning in and out, but you can set a duration of what time it goes, and then you can hit start, and this will automatically pan in and out, give you the perfect video shot that you want for making a video. So then we're going to go on time lapse, and then like I said, with the time lapse you can set this in intervals, duration, and you can create a time for you to do it. And like I said, this will give you time-lapse videos for when you want to do a time-lapse type video. And so then you have hyperlapse. And so the same thing with hyperlapse. You can pan in and out. You can set your settings to give you that hyperlapse just like you can do with the time-lapse. And that's what makes this gimbal good. It makes it perfect to me. You know what I'm saying? For a budget type gimbal going in. And like I said, I did catch it at a sale. I was very happy with it. And so with that being said, this is inside the app. It's been a great gimbal. Like I said, I'm just now breaking it out using it, but I am going to use it in the future. Maybe vlog a little bit with it as my channel builds, and try to create nice videos for my channel. And so let's take a look at the gimbal setup. So at this moment, I want you to hit the like, subscribe, and there'll be a link in the bio where you can purchase, if not this gimbal, other gimbals. Because like I said, this has been a year old, and I think I couldn't find this gimbal at this point in time, but there will be others. So you see the joystick I got my finger on? That allows you to pan up and down. So like I said, these are just a few of the buttons that's on the gimbal. You have a trigger that'll be on the back of the gimbal for panning, to help you get things back and level. And then you can pan with the button that's on the front of it. And you can pan up and down, left or right, and just going over just a few of the features of the gimbal. You can see how it pans and moves, and these can be set up through hyperlapse and all that kind of stuff for a time when you want it to pan. So here are the buttons on it. So you got the red button, that's for taking a picture, but also starting your video, the red button on the right. And then your power button, as you hit the power button, if you click it twice, it will go into a vertical mode. And if you click it 3 times, it will go into a, I don't know the name of the mode, but it'll be a mode where you can like shoot going straight forward. You can take it and hold it in your video, your phone will be a horizontal and it'll go into a straight mode with your hand, and you can film footage going straight forward. That I found to be very, very interesting. I'm sorry I didn't have that in the video, but it was a very interesting look. So like I said, the toggle button is very much for panning. And like I said, it's a great experience learning more and more about this gimbal. And so like I said, I'm just at home doing the video, giving instructions on how this video works. And so as you can see, you can do it and you can reverse it to do selfies. So this is going to show you just a little bit of tracking mode. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to go into tracking mode. And as you hit it, I'm going to hit the tracking button. Boom. So at the tracking button, when you want to track yourself, you have to kind of tap the screen, draw a circle of what you want to track, and there it is. So I'm going to show you tracking a little bit later in the video, but here's tracking. And just doing a real quick pan around on how it's tracking. So for my birthday, I decided I wanted to walk on the beach. And so me and my fiance went to beach in St. Joseph, Michigan. And she's walking up here being silly and funny. Do love her though. And so just doing a video about us at the beach and enjoying ourselves, and how the gimbal is working and everything like that. And just doing the beach, just enjoying the day. I mean, it was kind of a overcast day, kind of cloudy, but it was still enjoyable. The weather was good. Didn't get sunburned. Oh, she didn't get sunburned. Let me rephrase that. But it was still a great day for making a video, and just enjoying the beach and enjoying the sights of St. Joseph, Michigan. So, okay, now this is the video of how the facial recognition works. And this is how good the facial recognition works. You see, it follows you wherever you go, and you're gonna get great facial recognition. It moves smoothly, but it'd be nice if it moves just as fast as you can move. That would be even better. But I'm pretty sure on a higher level gimbal, paying more, it probably moves a little faster. But I'm happy with what I purchased and what I bought. See how good it caught? Now it caught her, and it caught her face, and it would not release her face. I mean, I guess it liked her better than it liked me. But great gimbal. So now this is, you didn't see it, but I touched the screen, and this is no longer facial tracking. This is the item tracking, which you can get the same results from doing object tracking, not item, object tracking. So with that, you can track an object. And so this is me tracking myself in the video. And so I really did enjoy it, and it was a great experience. I did have other footage, and I just decided to use the footage that I got right now, just in the what's the name. So with this being said, this is the beach at St. Joseph, Michigan. Looks a little dark, like I said, it was overcast, but I enjoyed the day, enjoyed my birthday, had a great time and a great blast. Hit like and subscribe, follow the channel. This is MC with Tech. Thank you.